Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Rav, and let's face it, Ash Ketchum owns a bunch of wonderful Pokemon. Some of the Pokemon monsters he has under his arsenal are truly outstanding, and they've assisted him in conquering battles and leagues throughout his Pokemon journey. Even though Ash has access to a collection of super powerful Pokemon, there's one Pokemon that you may have forgotten about has also shown how strong it can be. Some would even class it as his ultimate secret weapon that could maybe assist him in defeating Leon in the finals of the Masters 8 in the Pokemon World Championships. There's a bunch of information to cover, so let's jump straight into it. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show support. I'll be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you're not ready to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's begin. Before we dive into what this ultimate secret weapon Pokemon is, let's take a look at what some of you guys believed it to be. I recently made a tweet asking you guys what you believe this Pokemon may be, and I received over 200 replies. After reading every reply, I created a spreadsheet tallying up the results. Let's start off with the entries that received one vote. First up, we have Dunsparce. Ash doesn't own a Dunsparce. Next is Pichu. Ash doesn't own a Pichu, and no, the Winter Special Journeys arc doesn't count. Oshawott. Not a bad choice, but definitely not his secret weapon. Weasel received one vote, and I would have to say, I reckon if Ash pushed it further, it could have been a very deadly Pokemon. Alternate Universe Ash. Bro, what's this, man? Rotom. Squirtle. You know what? This is a good entry. Squirtle is a very strong Pokemon, and the fact it hasn't evolved defines its strength too. Knockdown. I can see why many would say this Pokemon after its new development shown in the Diamond and Pearl series. Eternatus. Don't leak it. Charizard from movie 20. It doesn't count as it's an alternative universe. Unpheasant. Yeah, good one. Lycanroc. A very solid choice, but this isn't the Pokemon. Incineroar is a Pokemon we haven't actually seen debut in battle yet, but it could be a likely option. Gengar. Gigantamax is cool, but I doubt it. Bayleaf. To be fair, if she does body slam opponents the way that she does with Ash, then why not? Ash's hat. Bruv, what is this, man? Are you not for real? Like, seriously, what is this? Now let's take a look at the entries that received 2 votes, starting with Goodra. Man. Lucario is next, and this is a decent entry, especially with how it's been portrayed in Pokemon Journeys. Corphish is next, and yes, this is a lethal Pokemon that was legit semi-broken in AG with the way it was portrayed. Moving on, we have Pokemon that received 3 votes, starting with Sinnoh, Ace, and Infernape. We've seen Infernape return in Journeys, but is it truly his secret weapon? Gibbet was another great choice, especially after its display in the Sinnoh League. Raticate. Ash doesn't own this Pokemon anymore. Dragonite is a decent shout, but I'm not sure if its current win ratio can support it anymore. Melmetal. If we don't see Gigantamax Melmetal in this series before it ends, then it's rigged. Heracross. An excellent choice on Pokemon that really was super cool and underrated. Let's take a look now at the Pokemon that received 4 votes. Palpitoad. I hate you both. Golga? Yes, this is the one. Nah, not really. Now we have entries that received 5 votes, starting with Seaking. Ash doesn't own a Seaking officially. Torkoal. Yeah, good one. Glalie. Give it a Mega, and then we can talk. Butterfree. Man, you guys are lethal. Now we have entries with 6 votes, the first being Larvitar. This really was such a missed opportunity. Rowlet. Well, obviously, it's God after all. Pidgeot. Nah, you lot are violating, man. How are you going to be telling me a Pokemon that flipping left Ash is going to come back and be his secret weapon? Are you for real? Pidgeot, come back to me. Lapras. I do wish we saw more of Lapras in battle. Mimey. Interesting choice. Sceptile. My beloved finally came back, and I hope we see it prosper further. Tauros. Well, which one? There's loads of them. The only Pokemon to receive 7 votes was Krookodile, such a cool Pokemon. Nebby was also the only Pokemon to receive 8 votes, and I tell you what, I flippin' hope it comes back again. Ash's starter Pokemon Pikachu received 9 votes, and you'll be surprised that it's not actually his secret weapon, because, well, it's Ash's starter and it's been made known. There were 4 Pokemon that received 10 votes, Muck being the first. If it continues to smother opponents, then yeah, why not? Beedrill. Beedrill would have been a wicked option if Ash kept it, and the same goes for Naganadel. As for Lizardon, that's my true beloved. Now we get into the big dons, with the Pokemon receiving 13 votes, this being Kingler. This Pokemon had an insane win ratio, especially after evolving, and it's super underappreciated. I really hope we see it return, and potentially fulfill the Gigantamax mechanic. We then have a Pokemon with 14 votes, this being Snorlax. A broken Pokemon with multiple moves that could seriously be a strong contender. Now we have an entry with 25 votes. A shocking entry at that I was definitely not expecting. It's me. Yes, your Sluglord is Ash's secret weapon. You lot make me sick, I'm done with this. Finally, we have the biggest entry with 26 votes, this being Primeape. Considered to be Ash's first legitimate powerhouse before Pikachu's development, this Pokemon ended up leaving Ash to train to become a boxing champion. I truly reckon that if it stayed with Ash, then it could have been an exceptional Pokemon on his team. So out of all of these entries, which of these Pokemon truly is Ash's ultimate secret weapon? Is it Charizard? Primeape? Or is it really his hat? Well, let me tell you that the ultimate secret weapon is in fact Mimey, the Mr. Mime. Before I begin, the details I'll be discussing are in no particular order. this is just pure speculation. Mimey was the 12th Pokemon Ash obtained in the Kanto region, and it's well known for staying with Delia at home. Now before you say, oh, but how do we know that Ash's Mr. Mime is truly his? Even though we never saw the actual capture happen on screen, and whilst it is unknown how exactly Mimey came to the ownership of Delia, there are a few Japanese articles that explain how Mimey is owned by Ash in context. For example, this tweet from the official Anipoke PR Twitter account lists Mimey as Ash's Pokemon. This supposed black and white error site also was said to list Mimey as one of Ash's Pokemon, however it seems that the domain has now been taken down due to his old age. And finally, a recap special of Ash's adventures that aired during Sun and Moon lists Mimey as Ash's Pokemon, including other Pokemon that Ash temporarily owned. The only thing unknown at this time is whether or not if Mimey is a Pokemon Ash caught and gave to his mother Delia, or if it's a Pokemon belonging to him that he simply keeps at home. So how is Mimey Ash's ultimate secret weapon? Well, to begin with, Mimey is a Pokemon that many including myself have forgotten about. With those thinking that it's simply owned by Delia, they tend to forget that this is Ash's first and only Psychic and Fairy-type Pokemon. Mimey has access to a moveset that has proven itself to be very tactical and powerful in battle, as its 100% win ratio speaks for itself. But now this is where we get into the biggest factor. This being that it can eliminate 9 out of 10 Leon's Pokemon. If Mimey was taught different moves via technical records, then this is how he could defeat 9 out of the 10 potential Pokemon Leon could own on his team, mixing from the anime and the games. It can defeat Aegislash with the use of Fire Punch and Shadow Ball. Dracobolt and Haxorus will both get taken down by Fairy type moves, with Rillaboom getting taken down by Fire types. Seismitoad can get taken down with the use of Magical Leaf, and Mr. Rime can get taken down with the use of Fire type moves. Rhyperior and Inteleon can get taken down with Grass type attacks, and if he was to own a Cinderace, then this would be the only neutral matchup that he could take on. Seeing as we know that Leon owns a Rillaboom, I highly doubt he'll be owning an Inteleon and Cinderace, but I've added them onto this list just as potential options for now. If Ash taught Mimey moves that vary upon its opponents like Leon does with his Charizard, then that means it could defeat almost every Pokemon Leon owns, which proves it to be insanely broken, alongside if it would endure attacks using its current psychic abilities. Now before you say but TMs and TRs don't exist in the main anime series, hear me out. Whilst they don't in fact exist, there's potential evidence that they could, and that's thanks to Leon himself. As mentioned before, Leon's Charizard is well known for changing its moveset upon opponents. A majority of these moves that Leon's Charizard had used are technical machines and technical records. And seeing as this is Pokémon Journeys coinciding with Galar and the Sword and Shield games, this implies that Leon taught his Charizard new moves via these items. Unless if he done hella breeding or it's illegally genned into the anime, which probably explains why it's so powerful. So the fact that Leon's Charizard can learn new moves that are not part of its usual moveset, this doesn't rule out the potential for Mimey 2 as well. I totally understand that the logic between the games and anime differ, but still, the evidence is there, so who knows. This just goes to show that Ash could really use Mimey as a Pokemon on his team in the Masters 8 final against Leon. The fact that this Pokemon has the actual capability to do this to Leon's team is insane to think about, and I can only hope to see Ash use Mimey on his team in the potential future. It just goes to show that even the biggest clans can be the secret threats in disguise. But why not let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with me, then be sure to follow me on Twitter and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of my social networks on screen and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.